Hey guys, Steve here with Scotch and Things. You're going to see a video here in a second. It's basically my wife and I, we go to Mexico every year, so you're going to see us the whole trip, plane to plane to plane to Mexico. But for some reason, I erased the videos once we landed through the airport, and then our trip in we had a private Lincoln Navigator to our resort, which was really nice, and I had video of that. But I have had I have sinus issues in landing this time. I'm just getting over a sinus infection in landing this time. I haven't had problems like this in a long time. I thought it felt like my head was going to explode. So sorry for this kind of preamble. Some dry skin, sunscreen right there. I'll do a full tour of the resort, but so what you're going to watch is us leaving in the morning, and we fly from Lincoln to Atlanta to Cancun. In Lincoln, I didn't really explain it. I didn't want to take, I'm getting used to this whole filming thing. In Lincoln, we had a 45-minute delay once we got in the plane, because there was an elderly lady, Vietnamese I believe, didn't understand the plane was a lot smaller, so your normal carry-on bag, they said, wouldn't fit in the overhead if you had like a smaller suitcase. So they're taking all those and dumping them down below, which you guys might have encountered before, and then you get a ticket and you get it right at the end. It's not like a check bag. They just put in some special hold, and then you get it in like the gangway or whatever that is. When you deboard the plane. Sorry, that's really bugging me. Dried skin, sun, I don't mix. So she had a real hard time, and like, let's just say if it was me, they probably would have booted me, but she was refusing to like buckle her seatbelt. And I mean, it's 5 in the morning, so we left at our house. Our plane left was supposed to leave at 5:15, 6:15, sorry, in the morning a.m. So we got to the airport around 5. We boarded, and it was just a giant kind of disaster, because like I said, if it was someone like me, if I was refusing to put my seatbelt on, they would have fucking called the cops and booted me. They had the cops come on, and they're trying to call this person's relative. She didn't speak English, which I understand, that's totally normal. Draw her, like, the easiest thing was like, draw her a picture. She didn't understand where her bag went. She was mad because they took her bag and put it down below, so she wouldn't buckle her seatbelt. And like I said, anybody else, they would have fucking booted. But she was elderly. She didn't understand English. Maybe, I don't know. But you know what? Draw her a picture, or take her and show her where they were putting it, because they were literally walking it. If you know what's it called, the gangway, the connector where you come from the gate to the plane, and it opens up. They were literally just putting it there into the compartment right under the plane there. But it would have been easy. Draw her a picture. She didn't understand. It was a fucking nightmare. I mean, 45 minutes late, and then we had to de-ice, so it was about an hour delay. I felt bad. There were some people in front of us, so we flew into Atlanta, and they were pretty pissed because they were going to. Then from there they had to go to New York, to Canada. I mean, there were a lot of people in that plane very upset because of this, and it was just one flight attendant who was, like I said, going above and beyond, but doing it the wrong way, I think, by trying to call a relative who didn't speak really good English. So she's trying to communicate between it was just done. It was executed poorly, but the judgment was, she was trying to do the right thing, but the execution was bad. There was one flight attendant. She looked at me, she was like rolling her eyes. She was pissed that this other flight attendant was fucking shit up. And we got to Atlanta. My wife's checking the board to see where we're supposed to go. I'm using the restroom real quick, and my wife's talking to the 2 flight attendants. And the one that was on the phone messing shit up, she looked at my wife and walked away, and the other flight attendant started saying like, hey, yeah, she messed up and she's pissed. Everybody was pissed at her, the pilots, everybody. They should have technically booted the lady. I'm glad she got to where she was going, but do it the right way, or try and figure out a better situation than calling someone who doesn't speak English and trying to. It was just real half-assed. Pictures, right? Easy. Draw a plane, draw the lady, draw the bag. Bing, bing, bing. Kind of understand it. take the fuck off. Or if you don't want to, get the fuck off the plane, because you're messing people's trips up. So other than that, we're in paradise right now. I want to do a full, like, this is a little bit different video than we usually do. I just kind of wanted to try like a vlog style travel video to show everything. Sorry, with everything I did, it was only like 10 minutes, and I'm talking like 5, so it's gonna be like a 15-minute video. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna walk around and tour the resort and shit like that. And alright, I just wanted to kind of explain why the end of the video just kind of cuts off, and somehow I lost that footage. I don't know what I did, but you kind of understand what's going on. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh yeah. Oh, you can drink scotch. I love it. So, alright. Enjoy the video. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys. Steve here with Scotch and Things. Got my wife there. Hope you can see it's 4 o'clock in the morning. We're headed to the airport going to Mexico. So, probably won't be any videos for this week, but I'll try and get something down there. See you guys later. Bye. Woo. It's about 5 o'clock. It's a little chilly out, walking into the giant airport in Lincoln, Nebraska, with all 4 gates. Giant airport in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Larger items and overhead bins. Larger laptops must be stowed prior to push back, either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin. They may not be stowed in seat pockets. Wi-Fi will be available once we reach 10,000 feet. Thank you and welcome aboard.
open.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there until
Give me
they're
1
out of there.
second, okay?
All right, thanks.
Sorry about that. Give it back.
Great.
That's my seat over there. Morning.
I've gotten all these, which I've gotten to see all these different rooms. Jack and I stay in the same, and also one
It's hot in here.
Ladies and
This is
gentlemen,
all
once again,
full.
it's a pleasure to welcome you aboard Flight 533, non-stop jet service to Cancun. Once again, as you get situated, let us remind you, government regulation, all carry-on luggage must be properly stowed underneath the seat in front of you, properly stowed in overhead bin. We do have a full flight. We ask that you please utilize the space for your smaller bag underneath the seat in front of you and your larger bag in overhead bin. Wheels first, the helmet first. If you still have a problem storing your luggage, bring it to the front of the aircraft. We'll be happy to check it for you. Our flight time today, 2 hours and 14 minutes. For those passengers seated next to emergency window exits, in the seat pocket in front of you is the printed brochure from the important functions of these exits. If you cannot or do not want to perform these functions, please identify yourself to your flight attendant now.
Right here, some.
You're on a 739 aircraft today. It is equipped with highlight Wi-Fi.
No.
That Wi-Fi may work all the way. Welcome aboard.
What are you doing? How'd you get behind you?
I don't know, I just held the whole way.
It's ridiculous.
Cargo legs. Wow. That's the kind of plane that they'll be on to Australia.
Oh, that's a cargo plane. I mean,
What does that mean?
APS cargo.
Oh.
vehicle.